So I'm creating this tutorial to show you one of the few uh, programs that you could be using to create infographics. It's called Canva. You can find it at www.canva.com. It's basically a free program. You can actually subscribe to it if you want, but most of the potential of the program can be used without signing up or paying for it. Um, so the I'm already signed up for it, um, and I just wanted to show you a couple possibilities. They have several templates, and if you look at them, um, you see from logos to posters to flyers to presentations, etc. Uh, the one I'm kind of interested in, um, and we will have it here, are the infographics, right? So the infographics, there's an entire section of these. We can go to the different categories that they have. So they have an education, process, businesses, timeline, charity, etc. I find the timeline and the process the two that are the most useful. Um, so let me give you an example of how to use some of these. So I'm going to use the timeline one. I'm going to use the first one, prepare exam preparation, right? So I'm going to use that template, and immediately you have the template, and all of the squares that you see here are basically modifiable. So I can modify the title, I can modify each one of those instances, and I'm going to modify a few. Say instead of exam preparation, I'm going to expand this a little bit more to maybe 50% so you can see it better. Instead of exam preparation, I'm going to um, start, like, let's say that I'm working on a story in beer making. So um, beer making on Long Island. Um, so I can start with, for instance, this first point here. I'm gonna be modifying them a little bit. I can move it, can change the text, uh, selecting the hops. So hops, and then I'm gonna look in the templates, in photos. Sorry, hops. Let's see if we have some photos here. All these photos are available. So I'm gonna delete this one that I have here. I'm gonna choose, say, this one, or maybe this one. I like that one better. Position it, resize it, right? And now I have one. I'm gonna write down some of the information that I already have. Is the first step. It's the beer making. Um, and then I can add some extra information here. Um, so the hops give different flavors to so I can add more stuff, as you know. Say I want to move on to the second one. I'm going to delete that and that one too. The second point, say, is I don't know, brewing. Let's say I'll describe here the flavors will change depending on time or time and type of brewing, right? I can add some more information here, and I can find photos of brewing. Let's say, okay, beer brewing, beer, let's say beer here, beer brewing. Let's see what I have. Okay, I can find one of these. Let's say that one is nice. I like that one. I want to use it. I can resize it. I can put it next to it, delete the rest. So you can actually keep adding stuff. You can add timeline, like time points. You can select different photos. You can there's millions of photos here that you can choose from, and you can add different points to your either timeline or your process infographic. And with this, you're basically creating a very simple point by point explanation of what's happening with, say, your in your story, who's the main character, what does he do or what does she do, what is the process involved, etc., etc. Now, when you're done, you simply download your file. So you can download it as a JPEG, right? And you can choose sizes. If I guess that now, if you are in premium, you can pay it on download, or you can just download a free watermarked draft, and that's what we're gonna do. So my draft is here. It goes to my download folders, and I can basically embed it in my story, and basically have an extra element of narrative or process explanation or infographic to deliver as part of my content. Okay, I hope this was useful.